Joe Bart documentary.
What happened to the loudest guy on TikTok? He's not in the hills.
We're going to watch this guy, okay, guys, today. Because Joe Bartolozzi is a genius, okay, and like really smart guy. So we're gonna study the genius. So as the saying goes, if you want to be the next genius, you gotta sit next to the genius. You gotta study with the genius. You gotta study what the genius do, so that you can more or less be 0.1% of the genius.
I think I'm gonna.
Let's study, guys.
Hate this video.
Quacky, you fucking quacky.
Remember this guy? He used to be everywhere on TikTok, and all he would do was yell.
What the fuck? Got another fucking 40? The rip jokes are not funny. How the fuck would I be able to say that?
So first things first, he used to be on TikTok before all of that. From what I know, at least a little bit of the story of Joe, he was like trying to go viral on TikTok and try to blow up on TikTok. So he was doing all this viral, like funny clips, little things here and there. And that's how he built somewhat of a following in there. But he's going to explain it. So we're going to see.
What's going on, Bart? We're back with another fucking video.
You know you've seen him before.
Bro, I hate watching my TikToks. I fucking hate watching my TikToks. Oh my god. And I know it's like TikTok enabled me to transfer to like YouTube and Twitch, but
as I said, started TikTok, went to Twitch and YouTube, then he started repurposing content, then he started growing more and more of an audience, and then he is where he is today. Because like, look at how amazing like the room is. He's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 YouTube plates, 4 100K plates, and 1 million subscriber plate. The guy is like really, really good, and nobody talks about Joe. And by the way, this is the second time I record this video. Like I tried to do it yesterday, but then the audio cut off and there was no audio, and I lost an hour of freaking yapping because I yapped for fucking an hour, and then I lost it and I got super mad. But it's not your problem, it's my problem. So I guess I got to do what I got to do. Let's go again.
my dude, like, and not like newer videos, like from like 2025, like, yeah, I'm still doing like the, yelling, and I post, once a fucking week, once every other week on TikTok. But dude, they're just screaming and just being like, oh, why did you do them then? So I could transfer to Twitch and YouTube, and it was doing well. At the time, it's like, at the time I didn't dislike it, right? I think I still had some good videos too. Wait, there's one video that I really like that I made. Like, I made this, see, this is like late 2023. So that's like, there's some videos I made that.
And by the way, I'm reacting to this video because I'm reacting to his reaction on the documentary, because he explains exactly what he did, what was the strategy. So this was a really good way for you to study. Like I said, guys, study the genius, man.
I don't think are like,
Mess with me, I will let karma do its job. Mess with my family, I will become karma.
Kill my duo Fortnite plot. Let's just say, I'm gonna get the Weeboo card. Now you hit the Gwitty.
Yo, this dude's so handsome, bro. I don't even swing to that side, but this dude handsome as fuck. He got green eyes, everything, bro. Get out of here, man. Get out of here with your beauty. Nah, dude.
On him after you scum him.
Get out of here with their handsomeness.
Let's just say you mess with the bull. You're about to get the horns.
like something like that. That, like, those videos where I would just react to shit. Or, wait, I love corn. Like that one, this one's funny. But I hate how it auto plays the TikTok. Oh my God. Okay.
What can we do with all this leftover corn?
I love corn.
What?
I also love corn.
Dumbass.
Like, there's some videos I really loved making because it was just so fucking stupid. Like, that shit was funny, but I'm saying more so the videos I made
Dumb as fuck, bro.
where I used to like scream at ramen. Like, any video I made while I was a teenager. So anything from like, basically 17 turning 18 to like 19, maybe even early 20 years old. So like anything from mid 2022 and back, I fucking hate those videos. I despise that content. Like all the videos I made there were trash.
My boy with the beanie would be screaming into his $2 headset like he just saw the fucking sash ringing, trash singing,
Oh, Squidward time. Hashlinging.
practically breaking his vocal cords just to get some bread. And hey,
I didn't get any money from that. I didn't make money on social media until I started transferring out of the shit content. That, like, the first 2 years on TikTok, I didn't make any money. There was no creator fund. The creator fund.
All right, so just let's try to understand here. First 2 years, he was being creative for 2 years, okay? Not 2 days, not 20 days, not 200 days, because 200 days is not even a year. For 2 years, he was doing content, and then he wasn't even getting paid for that shit, okay? Just so y'all know that it's not that simple to create content. It's not that simple to make internet your full time or whatever it is. He was grinding way before he's like for 2 years before he started getting paid.
There was no creator fund. Even when the creator fund sparked, 20 million views prior to the minute creator fund. See, here's how it worked. There was TikTok, and there was no money. The only money I would ever make was like if I got paid like $200 to promote an app, right? And this was like probably when I was like 18. And I mean, that's not like a salary.
And also another thing that we need to realize and understand that he was super young. So he was 18 years old, you know. Dude probably had a lot of time, you know, in his hands. I don't know the story. Like I said, I'm not going to judge and say it was easier for him. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that he was very young, you know, and he probably like was trying to figure himself out. And then 2 years in, he still wasn't making any money. Just so you know that it's not that simple to create content and just blow up and go viral. He was grinding his butt every day, probably.
And I'd get like an ad a month for like $200. So I was just making videos for fun. And I wanted to transfer an audience over. Like 2021, I wasn't even making like minimum wage. Then, you know, 2022 started. This was when I started dating Brooke, like October of 2021 is when I started to do Twitch and YouTube, and I started to see like a level of income.
2021, okay.
Where it was like, you know, I was probably making like $40K a year. Like,
which is a lot. 40K a year, okay, for somebody who's like fresh out of school. I'm just gonna say it like that, more or less. The guy's like what, 20 years old. 40,000 a year for somebody who's, you know, is just getting himself started with content creation. For me, it is a lot. It's probably not a lot for like a super high paid salary yearly, but you know, for his conditions, perfect. And for anyone else's conditions, you know, like I would be happy making 40,000 a year off of content because in Brazil, there's the geographic arbitrage, you know, because we spend money in the Brazilian currency, which is like 5 times lower than the dollars because the dollar's worth 5 times more here. So 40,000 for me is like 200,000, which is a lot. It's pretty much a really high. It's hard for you to make 40,000 a year in Brazil. In Brazil, if you have to have a high paying job, a really high degree. So for him, it may not be much, but for me, that's actually a lot of money, and it's interesting. That's why I like studying these guys because like it's really interesting how the intricacies of the world works with them.
If you tried to like actually add everything up from good months, bad months, and that was like everything combined from YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, like I wasn't making a lot of money. Not that 40K isn't a good salary.
It is good salary,
but you know, it wasn't like I wasn't making big bucks from. I had millions of followers. It didn't do anything.
Buy a Bugatti. What color is your Bugatti? 40K is not going to give you a Bugatti, but definitely gives you a structure. Or somewhat of a structure, a beginning of a structure.
Then TikTok came out with a creator fund, and I would probably make like $2K a month on that, which is
good.
You know, not bad for making fucking short form videos. But like, I could get 20 million views, and I would get paid like $300, which is good, right? But it wasn't like compared to YouTube or anything else, it was incomparable in terms of like how much money you're getting. Then the Minute Creator Fund came out. I made a bit of money on that, but I was already like at that point, the Minute Creator Fund came out while I was already doing
Creator Fund,
Twitch and YouTube. So there was just any money that I made on TikTok was just like me posting 2 videos a day. Back when I used to post 35 videos a week.
Okay, another lesson for us. Okay, he used to post 35 videos a week, so he was doing a lot of quantity back then as well. He wasn't just putting out one thing and then expecting for the best. He was actually grinding and then putting and testing a lot, and then just putting himself, exposing himself to the algorithm so that people would recognize him, and try to compound probably over time. So that's what he was doing. So take notes, guys. Take notes. Take notes.
I used to post 5 videos a day.
5 videos a day.
And then I would post 4 videos a day, then 3 a day, then 2 a day, then one every day, then one every other day. Now I post like once a week. Once every other week.
Okay. Probably he started doing more high volume in the beginning to try to get traction. And once he saw traction coming and then he started building an audience, he started making money, he slowly started to slow down. And then he stabilized, I think. This is my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong. But this is, I assume that's what he did. Because it's really hard. Putting out 5 videos a day is really not that simple. Even if it's just the reaction-based content, which it seems supposedly easy, it is, or low effort, it is still hard because you have to do research. You have to do the videos. You have to stop. You actually have to react. You're not just going to be watching the video and just be sitting around and not saying a word. And then cheating your way towards it. You actually have to put in effort, to put your opinion out there. You have to try and talk to the audience. You have to try and communicate. You have to try to do things, which is what I'm trying to do. I don't know if I'm doing it the right way, but I'm definitely trying my best every day. So then that's kind of how he did it. So yeah, guys, like I said, this is a studying video. We're gonna study. Okay, this is studying time for any of you guys out there on the internet. And including me, okay? This is a study for me and for you at the same time.
Right, because I just do YouTube and Twitch. But all that content, early, mid 2022 and prior, I wasn't really making that much money on TikTok at all, if any. And I just hated that content. I was just doing it because I liked... I mean, I say this at the time. I used to be narcissistic.
What?
It wasn't about the money. I thought it was cool. I thought I was cool. It was fun to make a video that popped off, right? I was in high school and then I'm transferring and it's COVID and I just sit at home and be a bum all day. So I have a job because I fucking quit at GNC and I was like, let me just stream. I was making fucking $10 a stream for fucking 3 hours.
$10 a stream? Damn.
And I would just fucking...
Well, it's enough for McDonald's at least.
Grind short form and just try and transfer an audience.
You gotta do what...
And then slowly I became not an asshole when I started dating Brooke and I started doing philosophy and all that shit. Then I started really grinding social media on Twitch and YouTube. Now I'm here.
you gotta do.
Okay. A little, I really, oh my God, I don't even know. I stuttered, guys. I'm sorry. I just froze. A little very resumed, story. But yeah, I'm not gonna cut it off because I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't care.
No shame in the grind. It was entertaining. Seeing Joe rage just made my day.
School, no, you were making TikToks. Yeah, I used to get bullied.
But that was it.
Look at where he is now.
He was just the guy who would yell randomly at stupid TikTok shit. At the time, he wasn't seen as a creator.
Not bullied. I was made fun of for I wouldn't describe it as bullying.
Just another TikToker people laughed and scrolled past. But now, he's different.
Boom.
Showing his real thoughts and opinions about real things. He still has...
Oh, he grew. Oh,
iconic rage inside.
So cute.
Him, but now it's...
Well, no, now it's when I rage on stream... I mean, I don't know. I think when I stream, obviously, I'm an extreme version of myself, when I'm not streaming, I'm not sitting here yapping for fucking 6 hours straight, but I'm a very talkative person. I do try to make jokes all the time, even with my friends and stuff. I'm me, but I guess an extreme version of that. And when I crash out on stream, a lot of people think it's fake. No, a lot of the time I'm actually crashing out. You guys are, it's usually chat. Or tech shit will piss me off.
It's more intentional, more deliberate.
And that's one thing that I keep asking myself too. A lot of the times is, so if I'm gonna be a streamer or if I'm gonna be a creator, I somewhat need to have this persona. I gotta have this more how am I gonna say, like this not charisma, because like you have to have the natural charisma, but like this next level, like super hyped person, excited, like yelling and all that kind of shit. I think this is part of the show, because at the end of the day, if you are a content creator and if you're entertaining somebody, you need to be a little bit energetic in that sense. You have to be a little crazy, a little bit on the edge sometimes to make sure people stay tuned, because they want to laugh, like they want to smile. And it's not that you're faking it. It's more like you are being a little extreme version of yourself, which what he said, which is really cool.
Because behind all that yelling,
Like when I was doing that fucking when I was doing that tournament for Party Animals and I was losing my shit, that is real. I'm trying to pull up the clip, so you might hear me echoing. That is a real clip. He's on fire. No. Let go! Oh my god!
I rage like that a lot of the times when I play, bro.
Like I was getting physically angry. Bro, like I get mad playing video games. Where's the one where like my face gets really red? Hold up. This is bad. Oh, here it is. I found it. Where did it go? Oh my god.
Scrub Nugget said, "Womp womp, cry me a river."
I'm timing your ass out for a fucking month. That was the most mad I've ever been on stream. That was that.
Scrub Nugget said, "Womp womp, cry me a river."
I'm timing your ass out for a fucking month.
Damn, he got mad in here, y'all.
No, but like I'm not like people would be like, bro, that's a fake clip farm. No, I was fucking pissed. I remember because we were in the middle of shit and somebody was just rage baiting me.
Was a guy who actually understood the game. Looking back,
I do believe that Joe understood the game of content, because no way in hell he would have gotten like freaking 5 YouTube plays if he didn't know exactly what he was doing. It's not that he fakes what he does. He knows how to play the game. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows how to entertain. He knows how to talk. He knows when to talk, when to chill. He knows when to yell. Like he mastered the game. And because like I really did, like I said, a little bit of research on the guy, and like you just think about it. Like the guy has freaking. He has the Joe Bartolozzi Shorts channel. He has the main channel. He doesn't make shorts with long form videos. He has the philosopher channel because he's a philosopher, if I'm not mistaken. He said that in the video. He has the, if I'm not mistaken, the gaming one. I think it's gaming. I'm not mistaken if I'm not mistaken. And I think there's a TikTok also, and probably the Instagram as well. So like all the social media is like really, really smartly placed, like the things that he does for short form, he's like repurposing everywhere. And he does the stream. And then when he does the stream, he puts some of that content into YouTube, and then he compounds that on YouTube. So then now he's making money off of YouTube, off of AdSense alone. And he probably does merch as well, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I could be wrong, but I think he does merch as well. So he's got like a clothing store, or maybe some other type of thing that he sells, some other type of merch along with the things that he does, and then the streaming, and then the I think how is it called? It's called gifted, like sub gifted, or I don't know exactly how it works because I'm still figuring shit out. So he was making money from that, plus the streaming alone, because he can make money from Twitch as well, I think, from the live streams, and then he was just compounding that everywhere. And then that's like, fast forward a couple of years just doing this, he was actually, able to grow and get to the point where he is today. So like he's really, really smart. That's why this is probably one of the best lessons for us, as creators or people like me who are trying to like grow on social media and understand this whole game, because it just looks easy, like somebody reacting to a video, but there's a whole process to how he's doing it, how he can systemize it. There's also, you have to keep believing in something, even if it doesn't work out immediately, because usually you don't blow up really fast. So there's all these things, that I'm trying to understand. So this is a really good lesson for us.
at his TikToks, we realized that none of it was random. Joe knew how to grab attention, and more importantly, how to evolve once he had it. And the wildest part, this
It's not that I knew it, bro. Like, I had a lot of content that flopped.
Like, before he continues, when I was younger, I used to be so much of an idiot. Like, I used to say, oh, I'm not going to watch these guys because they're idiots and they're dumbasses because they're doing this, idiot stuff, like yelling and doing all this crazy shit. And I was like, these people are not smart. But actually not. These people they are actually playing their game right. And then I am the one who's stupid, not him. He's actually smart as fuck for playing the strategy the way he's playing. For example, Speed. Speed is a guy who yells all the fucking time. He does all this crazy over the edge avatar character type thing. And then some people, they're gonna say, "Oh, Speed is an idiot," but like, dude, the guy is actually totally the opposite. The guy's an actual genius because he knows how to play the game so well that you think that he's an idiot, and then next thing you know, you were binge watching his content because you can't stop laughing from it because he actually entertained you enough. So now you became a fan. And then I used to resist, that kind of things, and I used to judge so much because when you're younger, you think you know everything. But then now I look at these guys and I'm like, dude, I wish I was smart as these guys, like growing up, because they are indeed like super smart. Some people say, oh, it's just pure luck, etc., which could be, but there's also a lot of hard work and like they really think in what they're doing. They are smart as shit. And it's just hard for some of us to accept that these guys, like at a really young age, they're super smart, they're super geniuses, and like we should learn rather than judging these people. We should actually try and learn from these guys, because now that I'm trying to put an effort into trying to learn how their brain works and what the strategy that they do works, etc. Now I fully understand how hard it is to just like react to a video or just be an idiot. It's really not that simple. Like, he's an actual creator. That's an actual career. Maybe not a formal career as in like a job sense career, but it's like being an entrepreneur, and it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. If it was that easy to do what these guys are doing, then everybody would be blowing up all over the internet. That's not the reality. These people, they are the exception. But they're really smart. Like, and Joe was like, I'm not even glazing, guys. I'm actually just really like letting you guys know that, these guys, they got this, bro. They got this.
I just churned fucking videos, man. I posted like 6,000 videos. Motherfuckers want to start social media now. They'll post a TikTok every other week.
Okay, another lesson for us. 6,000 videos. I was talking about quantity. He said about 5 videos a day, right? And in total, he had 6,000 videos. 6,000 videos. 6,000 videos. I haven't even created 6,000 videos across all my career as a creator. My little career as a creator. I haven't even done that because it's too much.
Bro, you gotta fucking spam. Like, not shit post, but like post shit. If it works, okay, great. You can run that for a bit. Don't fucking do the same monotonous shit over and over again. Like, I did the ramen video so long, I fucking buried it into the ground. They all started doing bad. And when they start doing bad, I switch it up, right? You see TikTokers today, they'll fucking hop on a trend. It'll do well, and then they'll grind it into the ground and then just be like, TikTok's shadow banning me. I'm like, no, you rode the wave and the wave crashed, and now you have to fucking hop on another one, dude.
might only be
Okay.
the beginning. But to fully understand how Joe got here, we need to go back to where it all started, back to the beanie, back to
25 million followers. It's not just luck, guys.
to
Might be a little bit of luck, maybe, but it's also like the guy, trying to put himself out there every day so that luck could, present itself for his life. And so that like he could be the right person at the right time because he was ready to be the right person at the right time. More or less, ish.
I've been in the hills, fucking dudes. I've been in the hills, fucking dudes. At first glance, Joe's TikToks just looked stupid and
No, I think that's even after first glance.
funny. I mean, the first one I ever saw was him trying to break pencils and completely failed, like embarrassingly bad. I mean, I could probably do it. I laughed my ass off, not gonna lie. A grown man trying to break pencils and raging, that's funny as fuck. But I also thought,
I was 19 in that.
A grown man.
oh great, another dude going viral for yelling and making dumb faces. I was being a hater just to hate because I was in my emo era. It's not a phase, Mom. It's a life.
Wait, is he saying you used to hate on me?
Because let's be honest, anybody can pop off on TikTok once, do some stupid shit, yell into your mic, dance a few times, look.
And there's just also shit that I hate when people talk about, oh, you grown men doing this, grown men doing that, but you don't know that what they're doing is a strategy. Like I said, you know, like Speed, he's not a grown man like yelling. He's a guy who knew how the game works, and then he's playing the game. And some of you guys are just not gonna understand it, you know. And he's gonna farm bread, bro. And some of y'all people are actually mad because, you know, he got rich super young, and some of us are not gonna get the chance to be like that. And I think this is just the reality. That's why instead of like judging other people, we actually have to learn from them, because whether you like it or not, these people are smart as shit.
Cute like Joe, boom, a million views. I've seen dozens of people blow up on TikTok. Even some guy in my neighborhood went viral just for posting pictures of himself wearing sunglasses at work. What the fuck?
The fuck?
Never saw him again in my feed. But Joe, he did it again and again and again. He kept showing up on my For You page. And before I knew it, I became a genuine fan of his absurdity and yelling. That's not luck. That takes skill. It takes timing. It takes no.
I don't know. I don't think it's like, I wouldn't even say it's skill, bro. I think it's just fucking, it's just try. You just know, if you just learn the trends, bro, and what people want to watch, you just run that. Now I think Twitch and YouTube is so much more complicated. I think TikTok's easy, man. I think I can make a no-face. I wanted to try this for a video. Just make a no-face TikTok account and run it to 1 million. Like, I think...
Dude, a faceless channel?
When people say... You know that clip of Duke Dennis where somebody asked him if he just, like, everybody mind-wiped him if he could get big on Twitch and YouTube again? I think that's so fucking hard. You need to have a lot of reputability, and it's not easy to do that. I think TikTok, bro, you could make a clip account. I say this, bro. I think if I didn't do social media... I would open fucking 7 clip accounts for Jinxie, Queso, Kai, and fucking Ray and Rakai, and I would just spam 5 videos a day.
Nice strategy.
Just fucking clipping the shit out of them. And
you see that? Can you hear that?
And make money on that. Like,
knowing exactly who your audience is and what makes them stop scrolling, and more importantly, what makes them come back for more. But he didn't just go viral because he knew what people wanted. He went viral because he became someone people would never forget. A character, a brand.
That's why I did the beanie. I think the beanie really helped initially on TikTok because it made me recognizable. You knew, like, if there was a screen recording and there was a beanie, that it was me. And that was just by, like, circumstance. And that was because I couldn't get a haircut during COVID. And I should have just let my hair stay long because I used to have the fucking worst carrot cut you've ever seen in your entire life.
Not worse than my hair. Take a look at my hair. My hair's all messed up.
But I thought my hair looked bad grown out, so I would wear a beanie because I didn't want to do it. And then, like, when I finally got a haircut, I still wore the beanie because it was just known.
None of it was accidental. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the rage was fake, but I'm saying it was an exaggerated version of himself.
Exactly. He was playing the game. He figured out what people wanted, and then he gave people what they wanted. He gave them crazy. He gave them chaos. He gave them, you know, all these things because that's what people like these days. That's what people like. They feed off of that.
Built to entertain.
I think I'm an exaggerated version of myself now. I think then it was a facade. It was like
a facade.
Yeah, but still maybe more angry than the average person, but I was just farming content.
He built a character, one that was instantly recognizable, someone who wasn't afraid to go full Kamehameha on your ass if you did something stupid. He was unhinged, loud, screaming.
Unhinged, oh, nice.
Like a Karen demanding, "Where is your manager?" And it worked.
A Karen?
Because it felt real. It wasn't polished, it wasn't pretty, it wasn't scripted or thought out like a TV skit. And in a weird way, it just made sense. Because we were frustrated too. He was just screaming what we were already thinking. But just like most TikTok stars, after a few viral hits, the hype starts to fade. Think Charlie D'Amelio, Cobby Lane. One day you're everywhere. The next,
Yeah, but that was the thing I talk about Cobby Lane. Cobby Lane, he farmed bread, and then I don't know what happened to Cobby Lane, but there's no way that he's like poor again, at least from what I know. Because like if you get the chance to go viral and then you make your name and everybody knows you across the world and you play your cards right, then you're never gonna go back to being broke again, you know. And this is the reality. This is the reality. Like even if they disappear, if you were given the chance to, you know, do the content and then farm that bread and then don't spend money on dumb shit and really save it up and know, like do your things right, chances are you're never gonna go back to being broke again. You might not pop off like what you like how you were, you know, blowing up on socials again, but if you get this one opportunity and you give it take advantage of it, you're gonna be fine.
the algorithm forgets your name. Joe knew the gimmick wouldn't last forever. He saw the view count start to dip, and deep down he understood. If he kept doing the same thing, he'd end up like the rest. Just another guy yelling to a mic while the algorithm quietly moved on without him. So what did Joe do? He took a step back and started thinking like a man with a degree in philosophy.
I mean, I have a fucking degree in philosophy then. Now, okay, now you're just glazing. Yo, I have one now. At the time that I was at that crossroads where I needed to transfer an audience, I was like in my first year of philosophy.
Because, well, he literally...
That was my sophomore year in college. So this was 2021 into 2022. I had to start transferring to Twitch and YouTube heavily, which is when I started doing variety on Twitch. I started posting on YouTube, actually. I would do collab content with my girlfriend. Like, I was trying to actually...
Variety stands out for what? He was doing like reaction and gaming instead of what he was trying to do and other funny things.
Really, like, become me rather than a character.
Not his clips, not his rants, the full-on reaction streams. Because I believe this is where he shines the most. Because compared to your average reaction channel like Sniper Wolf,
like me, because I'm starting,
where creators just sit there and nod and
I yap too much now. I actually think I yap too much now. I'm not even gonna lie.
But that's what you gotta do though. Somebody commented on my videos. He said, "Oh, you yap too much." He said, "Oh, you shut the fuck up and play the video." But I'm like, dude, I'm already using someone else's content. You know, this is possibly, arguably, the lowest effort, supposedly, okay, content there is out there. So if I don't talk at least a little bit, if I don't try to yap or over yap a little bit, then I don't even know what I'm doing. This is straight up like, you know, just using someone else's content, and then I have to at least get some reaction out of it. You know what I'm saying?
There was one video that I watched that was 8 minutes. And in the YouTube video edited down that I posted was 45. I talked for an hour about an 8-minute video. Like, my content has gotten longer and longer and longer. Like, the average video I post is like 40 minutes long. Like a full episode.
maybe fake laugh a little. Joe just brings way...
Dude, in half the video, I'm not even half the time I'm yapping, I'm not even talking about the video. It's just something that like segues me into a rant. But that's why I think people like the clickability there, because it's just like they'll click because of the topic and I'll talk about it, but I'll also just ramble about other shit. So I think it also fits like short-term brain attention spans, because even if I'm doing a 40-minute video about economics or something, half the video I'm going to be talking about like random shit.
More to the table. He pauses the video like every 3 seconds and yaps. Now you may disagree with me on this, but I think when he...
It's impressive how good you've become at just talking. I was talking to JoJo about this the other day. I think I could straight up do, like, you know how I do my pre-stream yap?
Okay, guys. So I'm just gonna finish the video here, but more or less, this is kind of how Joe he went from, you know, like nothing to whatever he is today. You know, same strategy again, started up TikTok, started doing 2 years without doing content, and then he's starting to understand what works, what doesn't work. And then he did compound interest on that, 6,000 videos, and then 5 videos a day. I think, I'm not sure if he was on YouTube. So 5 videos a day. I am not sure if he was on YouTube or TikTok, but then he compounded that. And then like he started doing streaming, and then with the streaming, he'd repurpose content everywhere. And then he opened up multiple channels, the shorts, the gaming, the philosophy channel. And then he just compounded all of it, and then now he is where he is. So that's the guy's story. And again, guys, this is an amazing story because like it shows that it is really hard, right, to like grow in socials, but it's actually not impossible. And these guys are doing it. And like I said, I'm trying my best as well. Like I said, I'm not even trying to be the next Joe Bartolozzi or anything like that because like these guys are so far up. It's almost impossible to reach these guys. But it's good to see, I'm trying to give my best here. I'm trying to like motivate y'all to start and then study and just learn because ultimately these guys, like I said, they are really smart in what they're doing, and there's the only thing we can do is learning. So I hope you understood some of the story. We're going to react to other things. And there's a lot of other stories as well from these streamers that we can learn from. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.